All right, good afternoon, West Palm Beach. This is Hilary Musser, and we are doing another pink hard hat interview today. And again, I'm excited to welcome back the owner of B&M Marine, Mr. Matt
Wooten, B&M Marine Construction.
I know that. I've only known him for about 7 years. And Stuart McGregor. He is Senior Vice President of Construction at Hilary Musser Homes. And we have some really interesting things going on here today. Look at this dock out here. It has started to be built. So Matt, tell us what the issue is. I'm going to let you and Stuart take over from here.
Well, we're really here just to meet about the elevation on how the dock is going to match into the existing seawall cap and turn into a deck on top of it and then match into the stairway systems that are coming down around the pool.
So Stuart and Matt, why don't you guys figure out what are the issues here we need to figure out?
Okay, so Matt needs an elevation because our dock is coming in, our planking on the dock is coming all the way in over this bulkhead, and it's going to finish right up against here at a certain elevation, so we want to make sure we match what he brings in. This eventually becomes an 18-inch seat, so when you're standing on the finished dock, you can just sit at a bench with the vanishing edge behind you. So what Matt needs to know is what substrate I plan on putting on top of this bulkhead so he can match the top of my substrate with his framing so it's all one continuous elevation.
And if you notice, the interesting thing is because the tides keep rising and we get king tide here, this is right now the highest seawall in West Palm Beach. We are at an elevation
8.0?
8.0 right here at this seawall, putting us extremely high. So this property will never be wet. But the issue is we then have to, Matt, explain what happens here with the dock.
Well, we're ramping down the dock to make it more boater friendly, raising it up to the new elevation of the seawall cap, but we ramped down almost 2 feet. And at the end of the dock, we're going to put a low level for make it easier for boating access.
So what we have here is we have a great deck on top of the seawall that's going to go all the way from one end of the stairs to the other, right?
Yes.
It's just going to follow the seawall line. And then what's going to happen here, I'm really interested to understand this. This is going to be so cool, right? So am I going to be like sitting here and this is going to be a big hangout place?
You're going to be a little bit higher.
I'm going to be like
about an inch and a half higher than this.
Sitting like right up here. So this is going to be super. I can see the fireworks downtown. I can see the southern bridge. I can see the middle bridge. I can see the north bridge. This is the easternmost property, direct waterfront in West Palm Beach. What else do you guys need to talk about?
We're pretty good, actually. Just this finished elevation is all that really matters. We've already got that, started the framing. We've already shot the elevations on those stringers, just how we were going to finish the top. But we have it, it's all set now.
And then on camera, just so I have a recording of it, when are the guys coming back?
This week.
He said tomorrow before that.
Yeah, there's only 2
Hold
days
on.
left.
One more question. One more question.
You asked.
And the skim coat guys to skim coat the outside of the seawall. When are they coming?
We're going to get them here next week.
All right, that's cool because we have a 9/1 completion date and we're going to be done, right, Stuart?
Yeah, we'll do it.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Good luck.
Next time. Yeah. All right. We thought that we were almost done with this meeting, but my very famous architect, my landscape architect, John Lang, has just appeared, and he is the architect of this design. So we're just going to continue a little bit here. John and Matt and Stuart, can we just talk a little bit about what we're doing here with the deck coming into this seating area? This was your idea, John. We want to make sure we're doing it right. So tell them what we're doing, Matt.
So ideally, what we want to do is have the deck come in flush over the seawall, hit this, be able to sit our butts on this, and relax. Look at the beautiful view.
So when you say the deck come in flush, I think what these guys are saying is that, where's the deck going to land?
Jump up on there, sit on that. Sit up on that. Lift your feet up.
The bench will be even with the gunite. It'll come one more block.
Yeah, you're adding a little bit here. We're adding a little bit here. You're going to be able to sit all the way along the wall and look at the water.
This is all one 18-inch wide cap at this elevation. And when the deck comes in, it'll be about 18 inches down to the deck material.
Right,
Perfect.
we'll be sitting looking here.
Perfect.
And that's really cool. And we're going to take this deck all the way out to
far side of
to the far side of the staircase on either side.
Yeah.
You're released from duty.
All right.
And we're going to continue with John.
You guys have a good day.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
Be good.
All right,
Bye-bye.
so this is my Senior Vice President of Construction for Hilary Musser Homes. This is maybe the second time you guys have met. This is Stuart. John, Stuart, what other questions did you have out here for John in terms of design? Because I had a lot of questions. For example, on this side here of the overflow, you had said to me once that you wanted me to do some sort of a
Tile or stone or
something three-dimensional, something that was a little rough hewn.
So it break the water. So when the water comes over, you get a little bit of break from the flow
Right.
to get more bang for your buck.
So it's not clear. It's like it's a little.
It could be
Aerated,
clear. It
yeah.
can be clear. Oh, you're talking about the water?
Yeah.
Yeah, the water
Just
will be
gets
aerated as
right.
best as possible. There's not going to be a lot of water coming over, so it's got to be something that breaks
Sure.
kind of at a 90 degree or a 45 at least. And it just falls over, and you get a little swishy sound from it. And at night, you get a really neat reflection of, if you put lights in here, you get really cool reflections.
And John, would you take that tile all the way down to the bottom?
No, I don't think it's necessary.
Just the pool finish.
I'd do the pool finish, yeah, save some money. You're going to spend a lot of money that you're not going to see very much of if you do it all the way.
What about the tile
I'd go all the way down to below the water line.
below the water line?
Yes.
Yeah, but
And then go into the pool finish.
Right, and we were going to use a real limestone for this seat, just like we're going to use on the treads.
Well, you might want to thicken this one up. You might want to make this one wider because, again, it's a casual seat. So if
it'll
you
be 18-inch finish,
perfect,
and it's 5/8 thick material.
fine with me.
And so that's real limestone that we have.
And you want to ease that edge maybe where you might not be easing the edge anywhere else, but if you want to ease the edge for the back of your leg,
Yeah, we already talked.
You could do that.
Talking to Paul
But
about.
would you put that same material up here?
you could. You got to make sure it's tolerant to the pool chemical.
Well, it's real limestone.
Wow, you got a cool looking pool. I haven't seen it done.
Oh, well, yeah, that's your pool. And so it's pretty big.
Lots of people can get it.
This is half the backyard, this swimming pool. So,
A third of the backyard.
pardon?
A third of the backyard.
Okay.
To be more
so,
accurate.
So, if we did, is limestone,
Some marbles are better. Marbles and granites are better. Limestone can wear. You know, you can get 10 years out of limestone.
right? Well, and then, do we have to do our waterline tile, or can we, because it's all overflowing, can we take the pool finish up to the cap?
You can take the pool finish up to the cap if you want. Most people don't, but you can.
Well, I'm not a big fan of pool tile because I think it doesn't look as sleek as.
I remember you used to have a pool with red tile in it.
Well, you know, that was a long time ago, and my tastes have changed since then. But then I was thinking that maybe we would just tile the whole jacuzzi.
But yeah, do that for sure for bathing suits or
Top, side,
everything
Right.
or bathing suits or
I have
non-bathing
some
suits.
samples.
Okay, go get them.
Yeah. So my favorite samples that I found, and I think this has too many grout lines, are these sort of tie-dye.
Okay, I don't like that. I like this. I mean, I do like that. It's kind of deco. This is more modern. This
Right.
looks kind of paint splotchy.
Yes.
This looks deeper.
You like
So
that
there's
one?
my pick.
Yeah, me too. Look at this tile sample. This is terrific. So where would you put this? Because I need to get a quantity.
All over the place, all over the spa. I'd put it on the inside of this. You could put it on the outside of this as a border, vertical. You
border?
could put stone, and then this as a border if you like.
And outside the vanishing edge down
Outside
to
the
the water
vantage,
line,
if you like. Yep.
Outside the vanishing edge?
from the
where
bottom of the stone down to
yeah,
the water line.
Yeah, where the water falls over. Sure.
From the bottom of the stone down to the water line.
Yeah.
So when you do this, you're talking, I was thinking we would cap this with the limestone.
No, cap it with limestone, yeah, and then do the inside, just the first vertical, almost like a water line
Like
tile.
I
this,
would do
just
the-
this depth? One mesh deep?
Sure.
Yeah, that lip is a metal.
This is different. This is not an overflow. Your water line is this high here. You have to do some kind of finish in here.
Right, and this has a metal grate that sits at that edge, and the fire pot sits on top of it.
Yeah, so you have to do
So
a
you're only
water-
gonna go down
You're
to
gonna have
here.
what's called a scum line in here.
Right, and then this goes
all the way around the inside.
From this ledge?
But what about on that ledge over
That'll
there?
be stone, limestone.
Stone over the top, but on the vertical, this.
So John,
Yes,
over here on this side,
that's up to you.
you could do pool finish, right?
No, I wouldn't do pool finish out of the water. That's going to be dry sometimes. You have to do tile or stone, because these won't always be on.
Here anyway.
These won't always be on. I would glass this whole thing. The sun shelf.
When you say glass this whole thing,
I would put glass all over this.
glass
Isn't that
Tile.
just under the edge?
glass this whole thing here?
No, not that. This. The sun shelf.
Oh yeah, on the flat too. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it looks.
going to be pretty slippery.
Well, it depends on your grout.
Or you could picture frame it like the bench.
Yeah, you could do
It's
that
really
too.
slippery.
Okay, then well, the point is that water, the pool finish really shows the worst part of itself in real shallow water.
Right.
It looks like dots.
Well, and then there's no steps into this.
No.
So my experience
So
is
remember, your safest
stepping
way.
on top of this.
No, the safest way to get into a spa is park your bum right there and slide in.
Right, but it's pretty slippery because it's sloped.
Good. So you slide your butt in.
You slide your butt in, okay, and tile the whole thing.
Yeah.
But I'm still confused over here.
Well, think about it. That where the water comes out of the trough, that's going to be dry sometime.
So you're going to tile that whole elevation
Yes.
and stop it where? Where does it stop?
We're gonna have stone, like just
Right?
And you could have stone where his hand is. Could have stone where his hand is,
this one's gonna come out
and tile right
2
there.
inches, so it spills not on the wall.
And tile all the way down?
Comes out an inch. Comes out an inch.
This one will come out first.
An inch. I don't want it to hit the wall, so
Yeah, so 1.5 inches past the tile.
yeah, inch and a half.
So you're gonna tile to where?
Where the spiral in his pad is, straight down,
And
all the
end it
way
where?
all the way across the face of the water spill.
Yeah.
And
Would this be the stucco? If
that
we
could be
continue outside?
stone, a piece of stone, or tile.
Okay.
But does
Now-
the tile end here?
Above, raise your hand up. Higher. That piece could be, that whole square could be piece of stone or tile. And that you make that decision. If you're going to do a band of tile around the water feature on the outside, then you make it tile. If you're going to do all stone on the outside, then you just make it stone.
All right, so right now, are you opposed to any kind of stucco on these other 3 sides?
I don't want stucco.
I would prefer stone.
Okay,
I'm
so,
not putting stucco.
All right, so you want to use the same stone as what we're putting up?
And Hilary, are you putting stone on these columns or
Cast
stucco?
stone.
Yeah. So you need to kind of repeat the motif.
Well, we're not going to put cast stone here.
Stone.
Okay,
Right.
but can we use the same stone?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
So where does the limestone end?
Right where your hand is. Well,
Okay.
you're going to have a piece going across the top too.
Right, and then what's here? Tile?
Cheap. You're not going to see much of
That's
that.
covered, isn't it?
Covered, yeah. You're just going to have a little slit
So
there.
that's gonna
There's
be
a little
pool
slit
finish.
there.
Yeah, this will all be pool finish underneath this metal
Yeah,
thing.
and you're never going to get in there. It's just wide enough to get a brush in there to brush the crap out. So this is very simple. That's your landscape,
Yeah.
okay? There's privacy all the way along the sides.
Privacy made up. What
All kinds of stuff, jatropha's and
So we go over that in the air-conditioned space. You and I can sit down and go over that together.
over a cocktail, sure, but not right now.
No, that's what this whole meeting was about. Me approving the plants.
Better get the cocktail shaker out.
Okay, I will.
Okay.
Cocktail shaker. Okay. So let's just go to the front and talk about the driveway, and then we'll go into air-conditioned space.
Okay.
Give John a cocktail and talk
No,
about the
I don't need a
plants.
cocktail. Really, I'm kidding, but
We're on TV. Oh, oops.
not really a cocktail, a spritzer.
You know,
Would you like me to help you carry that?
I got it.
Atta girl.
Guys, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube videos. These are the Pink Hard Hat interview series by Hilary Musser. And this time we're at 3208 Washington Road, where we'll be for 5 more months till we're done. And then we're going to take you down the street to our next project, a beautiful modern house on Southern Flagler. Thanks, guys. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day.